What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy Kellz coming at you again with another episode, pseudo episode of the Marauders podcast, the show where we maraud on all culture and deliver the goods to you, the masses out there, also known as the listeners. Appreciate y'all tuning in on a Saturday night. I mean, y'all could be anywhere else doing anything else, but y'all chose to pop in here, so we appreciate y'all. It is Saturday, August 29th. Yes, we are still in August, still dragging along through this month, dog days of summer. In a lot of areas, some kids are trying to go back to school or they're back in school or, just trying to figure it out, e-learning, whatever. But we are officially rolled back into the fall. So, hey, hang tough in there for those of y'all that are e-learning, those of y'all that are back in school. Just continue to hold it down and do well. So we got a different show for y'all today. This is going to be a little bit different. But before we do that, I like to get into a little history nugget, if you will. So today in history, Hurricane Katrina hits the Gulf Coast, if I could speak, and back in August 29th of 2005. As you all know, we just had Hurricane Laura just hit the same area, hit New Orleans, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana area down that way. But fortunately, knock on wood, it wasn't nearly as bad as what happened in Hurricane Katrina. So for those of y'all that are either too young or just kind of forgot what happened with all of this, this happened, August 29, 2005, where Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast, more specifically the city of New Orleans. And yes, it did reach out and generate more storms through Mississippi, Alabama, parts of that area, even Florida. But the significance behind this was, Mayor Ray Nagin at the time ordered a mandatory evacuation of the city on August 28th when Katrina had reached Cat 5 status. But an estimated 150,000 people either couldn't leave. There was a lot of elderly people in there at the time that either couldn't leave, or there was those folks that just decided to ride it out. Like, hey, we're just going to hang back and ride it out. But, after when it came to the 29th, the next day, when it hit landfall, Katrina started dumping like copious amounts of rain. That's right. I used a big word on y'all. Copious amounts of rain. And, and it even had wind gusts up to 145 miles per hour. And it wasn't long before the levees of the cities were overwhelmed. And then 80% of the city was flooded to the rooftops, with tens of thousands of people seeking shelter in the New Orleans Convention Center, as well as the Superdome. And they were housed in there. And when national disaster strikes, things of such as like looting, pillaging. Oh, look at my man right here. JP rocking the Saints gear. So, but looting, all these different things, rape, all these unfortunate things that happen when national disaster strike and civil unrest, it ensued, and the government under President George W. Bush at the time was criticized for its 8-day later response to send in, people to give these folks help. And a lot of it was, he was being accused of letting a predominantly black city basically perish. And if you remember watching, that's when Kanye and Mike Myers were on the telethon, and Kanye dropped that big bomb saying George Bush doesn't care about black people, which I really don't think was the case. I just don't think President Bush knew what was going on enough to actually be effective as a president. But anyway, so all in all, it was, the total of the total of deaths at the time, if right here, we're pulling up on the screen, this was the aftermath of after Katrina left, and you can see, the city was basically submerged. The city of New Orleans is already 6 feet under the sea level, so it's the only city in our country that's built below sea level. So what do you think was going to happen, right? So this is a picture of the aftermath. But total in all, there was approximately 1,300 deaths, $150 billion in damages, with only $40 billion was covered by insurance, 400,000 jobs lost. But yet, people around the world, people domestically, business owners, people chipping in for the effort, and and donated $600 million for aid to the city of New Orleans and the people suffering. And the people, even New Orleans natives, some left and went to Texas, went to other cities. They held up in the Alamo Dome. It was just a really, really bad look for disaster response for our country. But I like to think, we learned our lessons somewhat, and FEMA was better prepared, better funded, and we, outside of Puerto Rico. Our brothers and sisters down in Puerto Rico, we kind of dropped the ball again. But since then, things have been kind of on the up and up as far as, disaster response. So shout out to the great city of New Orleans, the Who Dat Nation out there. Hey, we don't forget about you. And and then another You know, terrible tragedy that's out there. Those of you who follow the Marvel universe, who follow all those movies, I know I do. I'm a big fan of it. You know, and the movies that come out like that. You know, we lost the actor Chadwick Boseman. He passed yesterday from colon cancer. 4-year battle, ironically enough, man, which is crazy because I myself, I had no idea that this man had been sick for this long, even, you know, of all things, colon cancer. So he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016. But in that time frame, he had built an impressive resume, actor's resume, and you know, playing historical Black figures such as Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, and my personal favorite, James Brown, in the Get On Up movie, which I really enjoyed. I thought he was dope. His most famous role, though, was you know, the most famous role he was most proud of was that of Wakandan King T'Challa and Ryan Coogler's 2018 Black Panther. This was a very important movie for, you know, the Black community and comic book fans as well, because Black Panther is significant and important, and you know, the things that it did for the Black community, giving people of color, the, you know, Black community, a hero they can look to. And don't get me wrong, you had Spawn out there, you had War Machine, you had Falcon, but they weren't as cool and regal as the Black Panthers. So you know, what I find incredible is that how he hid this illness while still bulking up for the role. Because if you watch this man had been sick since Civil War, Captain America Civil War came out in 2016, and you know, and still bulking up and given the physicality that it demanded. So, you know, they said that he had endured numerous rounds of chemotherapy and surgeries in between, you know, filmings, and, you know, would even visit kids at St. Jude's Hospital, you know, who were stricken with cancer, you know, just to lift their spirits. So what impressed me the most about Chadwick Boseman was, you know, not only the immense talent and, you know, gone too soon, was the humility, the generosity, and the class that he handled this with. Like I said, I didn't know, not like I would, but, you know, it wasn't one of those things where he was out there like, oh, you know, pity me, I'm sick, I have this. It was nothing like that. And that's why I think it's so sad and tragic that, you know, he was there 2 days ago, and now he's gone. So rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, at age 43. So that being said, hey, so like I said, we're getting into the sucker free, you know, sucker free draft lottery special. This is something that we do every year. This is season 9. And, you know, this is something that, you know, me and the gang here, and we got a new Jack in here, the gang that we've been doing. We kicked this off in what, 2011, if I'm not mistaken, Devin?
2012.
2012. Okay. So I guess season 8 then. So either way, we've been rocking with it for a long time. It all started off as a way just to kind of get together and do some goofy stuff and basically party at a friend of ours' house because he was holding the draft. And I remember the first buy-in for all of us, wasn't it like $20 or something really crappy like that? And the payout, you know, I think we had like $180 total. We play for cash, and it's fun, but you know, this thing has grown. It's shifted. You know, we had the whole gang down in sunny Tampa, Florida, to go watch a terrible Browns Bucks preseason game, but it was a good time to get everybody together and do this thing we do annually. So, you know, without further ado, I'm the Sucker Free League, you know, I got the crew right here, and I got some more folks joining on as well. So, yeah, here we go. We got El Diablo showing up, our reigning champ. So with that being said, we got, you know, we're marauding on fantasy football today, and this is a big moneymaker. It's almost like a holiday for a lot of folks out there. So without further ado, let's go around the room with some intros. I'm going to go with the homie that's been on here the longest, and general manager of the ball handlers. I got Devin. Say hello. What's up, Devin?
Yep.
That's it?
Buffalo Bills of the league. Can't win a championship, but I contend in them.
That's right. He contends, but yet he cannot win. But ironically enough, he is the biggest money winner in our league. He's come in second. How many times now?
4 times.
There it is. Buffalo Bills. All right. So we're going to slide it on over to JP, Jerry Patrick, Pat No Holmes right here, Louisiana native. Go ahead and say what's up, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patrick, yeah, my team is Pat No Holmes. I think I've been in the league about, is this my 5th year now?
I think it is your 5th year. I remember your first year I swindled you out of a Kansas.
Oh, man, did you swindle me? I'm getting better every year. Last year, actually, was in the playoffs. So,
all right, there it is. There it is. And that's no small feat in this league. We're very cutthroat and very cheap with the trades. So, yeah, that's it. So he's looking to rebound and seal the deal. So, all right, we got El Diablo, the reigning champ, if he wants to jump on, if he can connect. All right. And if he doesn't, well, we got our newbie this year, my son Jackson. This guy's been waiting in the wings. He said he's been watching everybody do it all wrong for the past 8 years. He's been to numerous drafts, and been a fly on the wall, waiting. It's the apprentice watching the masters, do it. But yet now's his time. What do you say, Jackson?
New team. I don't think it's gonna turn.
Oh, dude, look. Rookie mistake already. Rookie mistake already.
It is on.
All right. Go ahead. Say something.
All right. Team's Pro Bowler. It's the first year going. Try our best. I don't know how it's going to work out for us, but see.
All right. Well, I can give you an idea how it's going to go, but I'll let you see. I don't want to steal the fun for you. All right. So we got El Diablo. If he's on there, we got the homie Fossey out of New Jersey. He's our reigning champ, returning champ, and he has the coveted Sucka Free League Champions jacket. It is a very cheap blazer that I picked up at a Salvation Army. It has some patches and stuff like that put on it. So, but yet it carries a lot of weight with me. So if he can get on here, we like to hear from the champ. El Diablo, are you there?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, you caught me driving. I'm on my way home, so hopefully when I get there, I get better signal. Like, you guys keep coming on and off, but I should be there home. I'm at home like 5 minutes, so.
All right. Well, hey, just take your time, drive safe. We're about to.
Let me get back to you to have better signal.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll take your time. We're gonna go ahead and just talk a little bit about what this thing is. We have like the La Cosa Nostra of fantasy football. This thing of ours. That's the Sucka Free League. So, like I said, this is something that we started back 2010, 11, 12, around that time frame. We had some characters throughout the years. We had Hell's Dini, and I believe, wasn't it you and Hell's Dini showed up dressed as GMs in button-down shirts and slacks?
Yeah, it was the first year. And then I Houdini'd him into the greatest trade in history.
So let me since you and Nolan are the longest tenured players in the league, what keeps you coming back to the Sucka Free League?
Man, it's tradition.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss this stuff. I look forward to it every year.
All right. I'm with you.
I mean, it's keeping me in football.
Yep. Yeah. And it never hurts to win a little bit of money and definitely stuff like that. What about you, Patrick?
I enjoy it. It was fun. My first year, even though you swindled me, I still had a good time, and then just figuring it out and everything. So I enjoy it. I love football. So for me, this is perfect.
All right, Jackson. What about you? So you're the new guy. Why now? Why wait to this moment now? Why 2020?
You keep bugging me about it, so I had to do something.
And plus, we were low on people, and we wanted to run 10. So yeah, there it is. That's how you got in for the most part. But all right. El Diablo, if you're listening, man. So I think this is about year 3 for him. Year 3. And I know the first year, I don't know if he made playoffs. The second year, I know he did. And then this year, he made it. So we got some good characters. We usually try to run between 10 to 12 folks, 10 to 12 teams. This year, we really, really came in under the gun. And I think just because the way things are right now with COVID and everybody's mind in other places. But what keeps me coming back to this and keep doing it, just like you said, Devin, it's fun. It's a good way. I haven't been around y'all in years, besides this. So it's good to come in and everybody get back together and just have a good time. And I know we had plans to meet up in Nashville this year, but, everybody's in a different spot in their life. And maybe next year we can do that. But, yeah, so we got JJ, also known as Casper the Friendly Ghost. We got Devin. We got Nolan, who's also the host of the Beerlosophy Studios podcast. We got JP right here. Neil Garrett out of Arizona. He's Vegas Heat. And then we got the Black Effect, Terrell Costa, who's also here. He's not on right now, but he'll be drawing also tonight. Myself, Bennett Stuppy out of L.A., who's came in last year. And Jackson, the only reason he's not picking last is because you're the newbie this year. and then of course Jackson. So we got 10 rocking and ready owners out there ready to get down. And so, hey, let's get to it. So the lottery breakdown, right? So a lot of y'all have probably seen the NBA lottery, you know, how they do it with the envelopes, the balls. So we're trying to replicate that here with the Sucker Free League. I went on amazing Amazon and bought this here $22 setup with the balls, and it's a bingo set as well. So I got to play bingo with my kids. Went to Five Below and got like some really cool goodies to do some bingo with the little ones later on. But we're going to replicate that. So we went ahead and drew numbers yesterday, 10 teams with, El Diablo being the first because there he is. El Diablo being the first. He's coming on. So he got first pick of the numbers. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get first pick in the draft. But since he was the champ, he got, dibs on what number he wanted that's going to go on the ball. So it went for him. He picked number 4. So number 4, and listen, how we're going to do this, just because the first number I pull out, that's the number 10 pick. All right, so keep that in mind. Just because your number is the first one doesn't mean you got number 1. That means we're going 10 up. So keep that in mind. So so it went El Diablo. JJ was in the championship, came in second. So that's Casper. So he picked number 8. Devin, you were third place, third best record. You picked number 7. Nolan had number 2 after a 2-day hiatus, and he kind of sat on. I guess to think about what was left. And then JP, you had number 3 right after him, soon after. Neil Garrett had number 9. Costa had number 6. I picked number 5. Bennett had number 1, and Jackson, you had no choice but to take number 10, which is probably what you'll finish in this year. But you know what? Don't worry about it. You know,
I believe.
I believe. All right. So what we did, right? So I took all the numbers here, threw them in the little spinner, right? So I got numbers 1 through 10 in this spinner, and we're gonna go ahead and spin it up and see where everybody falls. So before we do that, we got the reigning champ, El Diablo, Andres Fassi. How do you want to kick this off? Why do you keep coming back to the SFL first and foremost?
Oh, I love taking y'all's money, man.
Good luck, because I ain't got much, so laughs on you.
Hey, man. So I was missing introduction, man. You cut me right in, so I was like shitty signal. I was about to switch providers too, because I got home and I wasn't able to get you guys were like coming in and out, but this is good. I can hear you loud and clear. I can see all of you. So
all right. Well, so as the commissioner of the SFL, the Sucker Free League, your boy Haters of the Corn. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off, right? So hey, it is officially lottery time. All right. So anybody want to say anything? Anybody want to bless the wheel before we kick this off and find out how bad your chances are going to be to get Lamar Jackson? Anybody? All right. Here we go. I'm spinning. First ball. What is it with it looks like a 6, but the number, like the line is under the circle. What is that? 6 or a 9?
6.
All right.
Yeah, 6.
Costa has the last pick.
all right.
Number 10. All right. Next one.
He's probably gonna forget about his team like halfway through his deployment anyway.
Next ball up. Number 7. Devin. All right, Jackson. Look, you done moved up 2 spots already. Here we go. Next one. Ooh, number 9. Neil Garrett. And number 8, he dropped. All right, next one up.
Oh,
hold on. I'll put it back in. You saw it.
this is when you pulled the switcheroo, huh?
He saw his and he just happened to drop it.
Yeah.
Shit. Number 5, me. Damn it. I moved up because I had the second worst record. So I'll take it. Number 7 for me. All right. That sucks. Jackson, you are continuously moving up, my friend. Another one fell out, y'all. I'm putting it back in there with it. All right. Jackson, your odds have just increased significantly, my friend. All right. Number 10, Jackson. Hey, you went up. Oh, you went up halfway. Not
That's
bad.
in the middle of the pack. All right.
That's 6. He's got number 6. Okay. 6. Okay. Oh, shit.
All right.
Whole thing.
I was getting too cute with it. Here we go. All right, hold on. It fell on the floor.
Where you get that from? Salvation Army?
Might as well be. I got it from Amazon. It was real cheap.
You got the Amazon brand.
All right, here we go. Number 1. All right, Bennett moves up to number 5, so he jumped halfway.
Who's that, Captain?
Yep. All right, 4 more to go.
Not number 4.
Catch a damn ball. Ah, shit. Second one goes back in. First one, number 4.
Damn. All right. I'll take it. So number 4, spot number 4.
Yep,
All right.
you got number 4. Not bad. All right. So we still got JJ, JP,
Yeah.
and Nolan. All right.
Watch Nolan get number 1.
What's that?
Watch Nolan get number 1.
I know, right? Here we go. Number 3.
It's me. Number 3 and number 3. I'll take it.
All right. Okay, here we go. Last 2. Shit. Number 8. So, with that being said, Nolan, the guy who didn't even bother to show up.
Number 1. Oh,
All right. Number 2.
Who's that? Is that Strip Sack?
Yes.
All right.
That's the worst. You already know Lamar Jackson is gone, y'all. He's gone. So,
He's going to be gloating the entire time they got the number 1 pick. Going to hold it over all our heads.
Yep. Unfortunately, gents, that is the fact. So, all right. So the lottery is done. Congrats to Nolan. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ball out of here. So there it is, and he picked number 2, just so everybody can see. There it is, last one, empty spinner. So all right. So congrats to the homie Nolan. I don't know how the hell you pulled it off, but yes. So you got that. So. All right, number 1 pick. So there it is. So let me go ahead and read off how this is going to break down. So number 10 pick is the Black Effect, Terrell Costa. Number 9 pick, Devin. You dropped quite a bit, my friend. You dropped probably about 6 spots. So down to number 9. Number 8, Neil Garrett, Vegas Heat. Number 7, Haters of the Corn, myself. And then number 6, Jackson. Hey, defied the odds, moved up a little bit, improved his draft chances. So let's see. Number 5, Bennett. I'm pretty sure he's gonna screw this up again somehow. He's gonna make us believers. He's gonna screw this up. Halfway point, Bennett, number 5. And then number 4, Fosse. I'm sorry, champ. You gotta earn it this year. You gotta earn it.
Yeah, at least I'm on the front end this time.
So, and then number 3, JP. Hey, I was actually pulling for you to get the number 1 pick, to be honest with you. I was pulling for you. Number 3, but hey, there's 3 good picks out there. So there it is. Number 2, JJ, the miracle man. The magic keeps happening for this guy. I don't know how he keeps doing it, but hey, and there it is. And then arch nemesis. And I played this dude in the first week. So it's I'm not happy about it. It is what it is. He said, who's taking Mahomes? Draft correctly. And this is from my uncle out in KC. Huge Chiefs fan. He said the question that he's got is, who's taking Mahomes? Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if JJ took him.
He might.
He might. And I hope he does, because all that's going to do is shift all that goodness right on back. So, hey, Rob said draft correctly, Jackson. So you got your homework out for you. You know where you sit. You're in a pretty sweet spot. You're actually in a pretty sweet spot.
I've been studying.
All right, well, I hope so. We'll see. Hopefully you weren't studying upside down, like a book upside down. So we'll see.
Yeah, JJ is Casper, right?
JJ is Casper.
Yeah, he's gonna end up with Mahomes. Last year, when we were doing like trade negotiations and all that stuff, like that dude ended up pretty much with like half of the Kansas City Chiefs.
But yeah, so with that, everybody's.
I took Mahomes 1 last year. Shit.
I think I had number 3 pick last year too.
Yeah, I had number 1 last year. I don't want that shit. Take 9.
That shit is cursed.
His connection dropped out again.
And we're back. So there we are. It wouldn't be a Culture Marauders podcast without technical difficulties. This is something we experience every single time. So, hey, thanks for hanging in there with us. So those are the results, right? So now that you got your spot, right? Without revealing too much of your strategy and what you got going forward next week for September 5th draft, that you can, all you viewers can catch next week right back here on the StreamYard and the Culture Marauders podcast. What are you looking for? And I'm gonna start with you, Champ. What are you looking for this year?
Well, I think my guy is gonna fall to me because based on the setup of the league, I'm pretty sure Mahomes and Jackson, they're gonna be gone by then, which means CMC, I'm probably gonna end up with my boy again.
Well, you can hope. You can hope. I don't know, man. If I was Patrick, I mean Patrick's in a prime spot because let's say somebody takes him early. You still have, Saquon out there, or, you can go a big time receiver, Michael Thomas. I would love to be in your spot, Patrick. What are you looking at?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, Michael Thomas?
Last year.
Going that early? Oh, man.
We'll see.
Okay, all right.
It really depends on the first 2.
Okay. All right, and Devin, you're not necessarily in the best of positions, but you're used to that, right? You're a fighter. This is what keeps you coming back.
I was a number 1 seed last year. That shit's cursed. But you already know my draft strategy. It ain't deviating. It's worked for years. It's not deviating.
I can't honestly say it has worked. But
Aaron Rodgers with that first pick?
Yeah. You taking Aaron?
I didn't take Aaron last year. I took Patty Mahomes last year.
I took Aaron and regretted it all season long.
Yeah. No, because I knew we were going to run the ball all season. I knew better to draft Rodgers. But my strategy is not changing. Depending on the pick, I am still picking what I do year in and year out. Nothing changes.
So I'm going to read between the lines and say expect more of the same from the ball handlers.
Yep, 2nd place or 3rd place. Money in my pocket.
Good enough to put some money in your pocket. Here it is. All right, for the new blood in here. All right, man. So you come in, all brash, talking mess on the stream, on the text thread and stuff. Hey, I've been watching you guys do it wrong. All right, you rise from number 10 all the way up to number 6. What are you looking at doing?
You know what? I'm not even gonna. I don't want to screw myself over.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay.
I'm just keeping it to myself.
Okay. Well, don't say that we didn't try to help you when you go mess around and pick Devin Funches or Kareem Hunt. Players of that.
I'm better than that.
Players of that ilk. So just do your homework. And so your boy Kellz, what I'm looking at, right? So I'm not quite middle of the pack, but I am on the tail end, which does matter as time goes on. As we get deeper in the draft, when we move back around, because ladies and gentlemen, fellow Marauders, we are doing a snake draft as we always do, where you go 1 to 10 and then 10 back down to 1. So I have been following this right here, my friends. I've been delving into it. It's good toilet bowl reading. Go ahead and I've done a couple mock drafts with it and really trying to dial it in so I can go ahead and go for that 3rd championship. And I know Nolan is going to sit there and talk so much shit about how he's going for the 3rd championship. So, you know what? It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. We get back together, we talk a little crap, and just have a good time with it. So that's the Sucker Free League draft lottery special. That was a mouthful. I had to say it. So before we get up out of here, any final thoughts, shout outs, or anything? We're going to start with you, champ. Coming in a new season, I don't think you got it in you to repeat, but what do I know? I'm just a guy with a podcast.
Hey, man, setting trends. We'll see.
All right. Okay.
Hey, man, second year. This is going to be the third year, taking names, man, taking names.
Taking names of who owes you money. All right. So, Devin, what you got? Any shout outs, any final thoughts?
Yeah, we're taking it this year.
No, you're not. But all right. Thank you.
Asterisk and all, I don't care. Win that shit.
Let this be known. This is asterisk season. It is an asterisk season. And it can be shown by the amount of money being put into this. Usually we've been going big, but it's an asterisk season, and one case of COVID could torpedo your entire season. Let's keep that in mind. So that makes it even riskier. So it should be good. Not wishing for ill health on anybody, but it's just now a factor, a part of the game. So what about you, JP? What you got, man?
Been getting better every year, so top 3 for sure.
You want to get better in all 3 phases of the game, I hear. Is that what I'm hearing?
And I'm finishing top 3.
Oh, you're calling it shot. Top 3. Okay. All right. That means a little bit of money coming back to you at the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for the new blood, Jackson, what you got?
First year, I'm just hoping not to make a silly pick. Hoping I can make good picks.
Don't worry, you're not the swinging dingus. So you already got that going for you. You already got that going for you. Just don't pick Don't pick a player that's either injured or has already been picked. If you do that, everything else is cake. Just keep those things in mind. So from your boy Kellz, haters of the corn. We're gonna keep y'all updated on what's happening with this league. We draft next week. Come out, show some support for the league, and just rib us for crappy picks, all those good things. Definitely want to give a shout out to the gang on here. Everybody was able to tune in. Casper, I know you've been trying to get on, man, bad reception, but I appreciate y'all, sticking with this, and I never thought this would be something we'd be doing 8 years later with the members of the original crew. We swap you in and out like the Avengers, but the core crew has been here along with some really fun and cool add-ons. So appreciate y'all doing it. And then I just also want to give a shout out to the healthcare workers out there. The military, a lot of these faces that you're seeing on here, minus Jackson, they're military still. So shout out to y'all, man, still doing the work, still doing the job. Where I can sit home and grow twists and stuff like that, facial hair. So, but appreciate y'all. Appreciate the teachers, the parents who are dual hatted as learning teachers. The teachers still trying to hold it together and really put out a good curriculum for these kids. And the kids who are going back to school. Jackson, you start here in what, another week?
September 8th.
September 8th. So, right around the corner. So, all that, the essential workers out there, the police, my uncle Rob, who's coming on it, a police officer, good man, good person out there. So, the protesters, if you're out there, be safe, do it wisely, do it smartly, and do it safely. And then, just everybody who follows, thank you for following the show. If you want to maraud on something, like we always say, there's a number of ways to do it. So we got you on Instagram. Hit us up on Instagram. Follow us at _culture_Marauders, and then you can find us on Facebook as well at the Culture Marauders. And then if you got something you just want to holler at me, say, hey, Kellz, why don't you do a show on this? Hit me up at theculturemarauders@gmail.com. Also, with that being said, hey, we just watched the Democratic National Convention as well as the Republican National Convention, and it's important that you guys, whatever you took from either one of them, make sure you go out and cast your vote. That's your right out there, and it's something not to be taken lightly. Not everybody gets this opportunity in the world. Go out there and cast your vote, regardless of who it's for. Go out there and make a difference. So with that being said, we're going to leave you with one culture, one blood, one love.